All right, finally, I'm going to conclude with a look at confidential computing. Now, confidential computing, how many people have heard of that term, confidential computing? So quite a few of you. And 10 years ago, nobody would have, because 10 years ago, it wasn't a term. In fact, we've been working on this for a long time that I'll talk about in a second. But what is confidential computing? It's completing data protection through the third stage of the data lifecycle, which has been missing up to now. You encrypt data when it's at rest. You encrypt data when you're transmitting it. Everybody uses TLS. But when you get the data into the server, it's there in the clear. It's exposed to the hypervisor, the host operating system, the application, the DevOps person that's accessing that server. Even physical data center people can access potentially that data in the clear. So confidential computing is aimed at protecting that data, and it does so with something called a trusted execution environment, or TEE. And the TEE has a few capabilities. One of them, it's defined by hardware. So the hardware creates an encrypted black box that the data can be put into, along with some code. And that data is encrypted on the outside. What the TEE does, the code in the TEE does, is ask the hardware for what's called an attestation. This is who I am, presents that to a key release service or another application that then verifies it, says, yep, you're trustworthy and you're protected. I'm going to give you a key that will allow you to decrypt that data. Now the TEE, code in the TEE, can decrypt that data and process it, do ML on it, do analytics on it, and know that it's fully protected by the hardware, from the hypervisor, from the host operating system, from anybody else outside of the TEE. And we've been working on this, like I said, for 10 years. And in 2015, the term confidential computing, we coined it with a paper that we published back then. But we've been developing services and bringing confidential hardware into our cloud. Here's a look just to show you that we are the most advanced down this path of confidential computing of any hyperscale cloud. And we've also been working on fleshing out the full story for confidential computing. You saw Satya talk about integrated HSM. That's a key part of our confidential computing story. What that does is allow us to protect keys all the way from real hardware HSMs, or replace those hardware HSMs in our infrastructure with integrated HSM, all the way to the servers, keeping them effectively in an HSM the entire time through our integrated HSM technology. Now, I just had to, well, actually. So the VMs never see the keys. They can just use the keys. So this is a key part of cybersecurity strategy. Now, this video, while it's playing, I'm going to show you, I brought my Gen 11 server here with me. This is our Gen 11 server. This is what we're deploying, and this is the hard integrated HSM here that you're seeing in that video is right there. This is the slide-in card for it, the security card. These are the processors, the sockets. These gold here, you can see, is the liquid cooling, cold plate liquid cooling on the Gen 11s. And by the way, they really looked at me funny when I was using this in Starbucks this morning. But I love it. So